we received a call from a resident at this location at 4326 80th Street West that her brother was stabbing her boyfriend to death. Deputy arrives on scene. When he gets here, he sees 3 people on the carport area. He's trying to identify who the suspect is, at which time the suspect raises his hand, turns away from the deputy, then turns back toward the deputy with a gun, gets into a shooting stance, and the deputy fires a few rounds. We don't know exactly how many rounds at this time, striking the suspect. The suspect and the victim are now at Blake Hospital. Both of them are in critical condition. We do have the witness, who is the girlfriend of our stabbing victim, who is giving us the information at this time. So that's really all we have at this point. I'm very thankful that our deputy wasn't injured. He did an outstanding job, was able to perform his duties and protect himself and also the victim that was being stabbed. So at this point, I'll take any questions. That's really all we have at this point.
Sure. Can you tell us if you've been out to this? Have there been any problems?
We've been out here a few times. I believe that the suspect was actually irritated over the fact that the victim was not paying rent. So we have been out here a couple times on some civil related matters.
Do you know the most recent time that you were out here for?
I believe that we were out here actually yesterday at one point, and that was what the call was about. He just was extremely agitated over the fact that the boyfriend of his sister wasn't paying rent.
Was he being evicted?
No, sir.
Are you going to identify a suspect?
We will later, after all the Mexican and everything. I mean, they're still in critical condition. We want to make sure that the families are made aware of everything.
Any idea how many rounds from the suspect?
We don't know at this time.
You know how many times the victim was stabbed?
Multiple. It's a gruesome scene. There's a lot of blood on the carport area. There was several stab wounds to the front and to the back of the victim.
How long did the entire confrontation take after the officer arrived?
Less than a minute.
Was the woman hurt in any way?
Excuse me?
Was the woman hurt in any way?
No, ma'am. She was not injured, and she was the one that made the call when her boyfriend was being stabbed. And right now, she's talking to investigators.
And was it the 3 of them who lived in that house?
Yes, ma'am.
Just the 3?
Just the 3, yes.
Careful. You mentioned that the deputy went uninjured in the situation. Under protocol with the Manatee County Sheriff's Office, has that deputy been put on administrative leave?
Yes, ma'am.
So where does the investigation go from here? What are we looking at now?
We're looking at, just like any crime scene, we have to examine everything that went on here. We got to look for physical evidence. We've got to look for any shell casings, and we've got to determine exactly what set the suspect off today.
So it sounds like it happened quick, Sheriff. Give me if was he here by himself before other units got here, or?
Yes.
Was the deputy alone throughout this entire incident?
Yes, ma'am. Anything else?
So right now we've got 2 separate investigations, obviously, going on, one with the stabbing and one with the...
Right, we have the routine administrative investigation that we have with any deputy involved shooting, and then the criminal investigation with the stabbing.
Do we know if the suspect in this case, the stabbing suspect, did he have any priors other than obviously civil calls to the home?
I can't tell you at this time. Don't know. Well, I mean, this is what we train for, and unfortunately, this is the world that we live in. We know that at any moment, things can change. That the deputy was ready. He went from someone that he believed had a knife to someone pointing a gun at him. I'm very thankful. I mean, we are very blessed that the deputy is okay and that no one else was injured, and you know, and we take our training very seriously at the Manatee County Sheriff's Office, because you just don't know what's going to happen. It's 10:01 on a Wednesday morning. This is not a 3 o'clock in the morning Saturday night deal, so you always have to be on high alert.
When the deputy came across a suspect, and you said the suspect reached for a gun, or he pointed a gun at the deputy?
He had the gun somewhere on his person. We don't know where. He turned briefly and then turned toward the deputy in a shooting stance with the gun pointing toward the deputy.
Were you able to describe the knife that was used?
We can't. No, we haven't got in there yet. We're still, you know, processing the crime scene.
Identifying the deputy at this time, can you tell us how long he's been in the sheriff's office?
He's been with the sheriff's office for several years. He's a senior deputy.
This is first shooting like this, deputy.
Yes, ma'am.
Do we know that the suspect heard any shots at all?
We don't believe. We believe that the deputy was able to react quickly and negate the threat. Anything else? Hey, thank y'all.